Hello, this is Matt Cannon with my thoughts of the day out here in nature. So I thought it'd be fitting to give you a poem that is all about nature. So I won't take too much time with the intro. I'll just go ahead and read, and maybe I'll have a few thoughts about the poem. But it's a poem by Douglas Malloch, and it's called Good Timber. And it goes like this: For the tree that never had to fight for sun and sky and air and light, but stood out in the open plain and always got its share of rain, never became a forest king, but lived and died a scrubby thing. The man who never had to toil to gain and farm his patch of soil, who never had to win his share of sun and sky and light and air, never became a manly man, but lived and died as he began. Good timber does not grow with ease. The stronger the wind, the stronger trees. The further sky, the greater length. The more the storm, the more the strength. By sun and cold, by rain and snow, in trees and men good timbers grow. Where thickest lies the forest growth, we find the patriarchs of both. And they hold a council with the stars, whose broken branches show the scars of many winds and much of strife. This is the common law of life. And so I just want to take a moment to tell you my thoughts on that. And it's all about good timber. Just like trees, I'm out here in nature, and there's trees that are here, and I come across trees that have been here likely for hundreds of years, and I come across trees that are just little small things out in the middle of the plain, and they don't look like they're grown into much. And I don't know how long they've been here, but this Good Timber poem is kind of a good analogy with life. Just like trees that grow because they've had their share of difficulty, they've had to find and fight for air and sky and light. And just like humans, we have to sometimes fight for our share, and that builds good timber. It builds a good man or a good woman. And so what I want to do is kind of reframe for you the idea of a trial or a tribulation or a difficulty that you're facing. And I want to reframe it with a scrubby thing that has everything given to it that it needs, and a forest king that grows in spite of all the difficulties. And so I personally, I don't know about you, but I want to imagine my life as something that's growing out of the difficulty into more of a forest king than something that just has ease and everything handed to it, and just became, something that's a byproduct of ease. And just like trees, humans grow out of adversity. Humans grow out of struggle. So maybe right now you're dealing with some really difficult, trying situations. Maybe you're facing challenges, and you're just saying, I wish I didn't have this happening in my life right now. I wish I didn't have this difficulty. But I want to make you feel rest assured that you, like the forest king, the tree that grew out of toil and difficulty, you become a patriarch of the craft. You become a patriarch of your sphere of influence because you grow through difficulty. You grow through trials and tribulations. Now, it's not that we seek out trials and difficulty like the forest king didn't ask for its lease on life. It just thrived despite what happened. So a lot of times our difficulties and challenges are based on things that are from our past, and maybe things that are no longer in our sphere of influence, something that maybe happened a long time ago. But you have to realize that where you grow where you are, grow through in spite of the hardship and difficulty, and you too can become a forest king. And that's my thought of the day. Just like trees growing in the wilderness, like I have a lot of trees behind me, our lives grow sometimes in the wilderness and in the difficulties. And sometimes we grow in spite of all of the challenges we have. And sometimes we thrive because of the challenges we have. Just like good exercise is breaking down the muscle and it's breaking down things in your life and building up things in your life, so does a tree and a life build with the same difficulty and adversity and challenges. So this is my thoughts of the day. Be like the tree, be like a forest king, and be good timber. This is Matt Cannon signing out.